social construction of gender has undoubtedly been a controversial topic.
Nature.
Nurture. Nurture. Both.
Biology clearly plays a role in determining some gender-related traits, such as choices in toy preference to typical drawings. Girls like to draw pictures using bright colors with flowers and people, but boys like using dark colors and drawing moving objects. However, in a disorder where girls in the womb are exposed to hormones necessary for male development, the child shows traits such as changes in drawing preferences. But being born as a male or female is much more than a biological fact. Society has profound effects on what it means to be a boy or to be a girl. These implications have a critical effect on how children see themselves and form their identity. Let's take a look at ordinary parts of child's everyday lives, from the toys they play with to the shows they watch on TV. Whether we like it or not, children are surrounded by gender stereotypes in their everyday lives. Lastly, we're going to discuss what we can do as educators to break down these social constructions of gender.
It's like rough and dirty.
Active and athletic.
Troublemakers.
Feminine.
Fashionista has like a crazy sense of style and likes to shop.
Prissy and dramatic.
More emotional than boys.
I said before, like a Barbie commercial, you're not gonna see a boy.
What about Ken?
Well, like even in the Ken commercials, you don't see boys playing with Ken.
Watching iCarly. And the episode was about how Carly had a boyfriend who was super good looking, really popular, like fit the typical stereotype of an ideal guy. And she found out that he collected Beanie Babies. And she freaked out. She didn't know what to do. At one point, she like gives him a power drill as a gift to like try to give him.
I think Hannah Montana does a good job about it because her dad is a single parent, so he takes on a lot of the stereotypical mom roles.
In the new series Glee, there is, for example, a male character who's gay. And in one scene, for example, he tries out for the football team and does a single ladies dance. And it's finally being accepted rather than pushed under the rug.
Eye-opening experience in terms of gender stereotypes is walking into a toy store. Toys are one of the first types of media that we expose children to, and because of this, we feel that it is important to be aware of the gender stereotypes that are sometimes present in children's toys. The main areas for girls' toys are arts and crafts, dolls, and jewelry. These toys cater to the stereotype that girls like to sit down and play quietly. Most toys marketed to girls center around being a mother, shopping, cheerleading, babysitting, and makeup. Essentially, they include nurturing and physical appearances. Of course, it seems natural for little girls to want to emulate the older women that they see in their life. However, we feel that it is important that girls be given the option to play with toys that stimulate them in a more kinesthetic and potentially noisy way. The options for boys are equally as limited. The stereotypical toys available for boys include tools, vehicles, science and technology, and Lego and building. The toys available for boys limit their creativity because they imply that real boys play with excessively masculine toys. Rarely are boys given the chance to pretend to be a daddy or to learn to sew something. The question we present here is twofold. Is this a problem? And if so, what can we as future educators do to address the stereotypes that children face in their day-to-day life? We are of the opinion that it is important to start the process of critical media literacy in children at a young age. We also believe that it is important not to ignore the potential that children have to understand things. By sheltering them or not discussing stereotypes, we deny them a greater understanding of the world that they live in. Finally, we believe that in terms of gender stereotypes, the best approach is to give students an arena to discuss what they already know. The most dangerous mistake that teachers can make with this discussion is to assume that students, because of their age, will be unable to discuss controversial issues. Moreover, we believe that children should be given the chance to create their own media so as to make abstract ideas more concrete.